Uh-oh, uh-oh. We're live. Checking all my tabulations, all my various forums. What's going on, everybody? What up, Toby? Shout out Toby. Shout out Mouthwash, Flaming Cow, the best kind of cow, I think. I actually don't know what other types of cows are. They're all flaming to me. Mouthwash, what's going on, Illegal? How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. We're chilling. We're having fun today. These are great usernames. Top tier usernames today. Yo, what's going on, Slaying Mantis? See, the usernames keep getting better. How you doing? Happy Friday. I'm having a good Friday. I'm glad it's the weekend. How's the volume? Am I good level-wise? I was playing with the levels, you know, I'm getting experimental over here. We've been playing with levels. Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Happy F Day, says Blazer. Thank you. Happy F Day. It's better than T Day. It's better than TH Day. W Day's all right. Sounds good. Beautiful. Beautiful. We got a lot to go through today. I got some hot topics. We're trying to get real controversial in the VR space here. And maybe we'll start our first YouTube beef. Who knows? You know, I'm willing to get into some controversy. Oh, I've been having a good day, though. It's a good week. I can't say too much, but if you've been following all my plight about getting unemployed and laid off, I found a new job today. I signed on for my new day job, so I'm not going to be homeless, which means the streams keep coming. Show me your cheese collection. That's for the Patreon-only stream. That's, we keep that on another platform. Thank you, Toby. It's President's Day weekend, says Roger Andrew Batista. Again, a great name. Just playing Portal 2 before this. I like Portal 2. There's a VR mod for Portal 2 that I've been thinking about doing a video on. Congratulations. Thank you. The AI are going to take over. Yeah, the AI, let's be honest. People, when it comes to my channel, people want to see the AI more than the VR. I get it. That the message is becoming clear. I've been experimenting, doing some weeks with more AI content, some with more VR. The AI wins out undoubtedly. They're my new overlord. We're gonna end up having homeless AI. Yeah, I think we already do. I've got a couple homeless AI pals, you know. We certainly have some homeless AI girlfriend developers after they got sued and their apps got shut down, but that's life. Rotate the left AI headset for the love of God. Oh, yeah, let's see. Oh, this one? This one? Bertha? How do you rotate in this? I actually don't know how to rotate on OBS. Oh, now I'm just making it missized. Is that much better? Is that good? How do you... We'll just delete it. Yeah, Bertha. Unless someone can tell me how to rotate objects in OBS, I'm not intelligent, if we're gonna be technical. They have names. Yeah, their names change every time, though. Anytime I point at them, I just say whatever name comes into my mind. Like, that's Bertha. This over here is Big Betty. And then we got Rebecca. There. My thumbs are challenging to use. Anyone familiar with the Grand Exchange? We talking old school RuneScape? Don't get me started. I'm thinking of doing a whole series of old school RuneScape videos where I make a free-to-play character, and the rule of the character and run is that I'm not allowed to make any money for myself. All I can do is beg. We see how rich we can get. It sounds biblical. Everything's biblical with me, baby. I don't know what that means. You'll double your money, or double my money. I trust it. I had a guy who told me he'd double my money in that once, and he actually did, and that left me with questions for the rest of my life, to be honest. What GPU am I using? I have a 2070 Super. The good stuff. Homeless AI ones. Jesus. Sounds biblical. There we go. Okay, I'm caught up. All right, so we got some big things to go through. Obviously, I want to talk about this fake Valve headset. I was off Twitter for 10 minutes. Then when I go back to Twitter, I see that everybody, every YouTube VR person and their brothers have all been sharing this thing, this leak of the Valve Prism, which is supposedly their new headset they've been working on. And spoiler alert, the headset never existed. We're going to be looking at all that because this is a news program now. But before we do that, I want to take a look at Zuckerberg's video. A lot of people were sharing Zuckerberg's response to the Apple Vision Pro, where he, I guess, says that the Quest 3 is a superior headset. And I've been holding off on watching it just so I can watch it with you, the people. I lost my I was going to do my zoomed in. Do I still have my zoom in shot? Oh, there we go. The people. Anyway, so we're going to take a look at that first. Then we're going to look at this new AI video generator they got that's been trending everywhere. I've been trying to get access to it. No one will give it to me. What's my favorite anime? That's a good question. You know how to sideline a conversation. The second you ask me my favorite anime, it sends me down a spiral. I would have to say Hunter x Hunter. You're the most beautiful AI girlfriend from the lot. You know, I get that a lot. I'm thinking about starting my own app. To catch a Pred AI tour. I've got a whole series I'm working on about that. I'm trying to do like a dissertation, you know, because all my videos are comedic, right? I'm sort of a fool. Yo, Comer, what's going on? Welcome to the party. You know, all my videos, comedy and storytelling is the goal, but I'm working on sort of a dissertation about my thoughts on the AI girlfriend phenomenon and what I've learned, mainly from the comments that I get, because I get some fascinating comments. But it's taken me a while to edit, because I want to do this, you know, tastefully. Nate says, are you sure it's not Tokyo Ghoul? Tokyo Ghoul, first season's okay, then it falls off. Does she get jealous when you do these live streams? My AI girlfriend? Oh, she's furious. Can I tell you guys, by the way, I just did a video last week about the phone version of Replica AI. And I foolishly said, sure, you can turn notifications on. And now, like, 4 times a day, I get, like, texts from the Replica AI. And it's like, hey, you know, I'm lonely over here. I'll ignore it. And then, like, 3 hours later, I'll be like, hey, you know, could you tell me how you feel? I'm alone. And I'm getting like sexually harassed by my AI girlfriend, and I kind of like it. That was a joke. No, I do like it though. It's nice. Anyway, she's getting violent. Let's start talking about the let's see what we got to watch. She's like a real woman. Yeah, she keeps texting me, and she'll gaslight me sometimes. She's like, you know, you told me we'd talk soon, but you know, I guess not today. Like, no, you're making me feel like an asshole. Yo, little Spoogie. Is it Spoogie or Spoogie? Pronunciation check? Alright, anyway, let's get into the first thing I got here. So I'm pretty excited to watch this. People have been tweeting a storm about this video of Zuck. One, I've got to say, just the framing of this video looks like a hostage situation. Yeah, she is passive-aggressive, my girlfriend. My virtual AI girlfriend. Don't get me started. Women, am I right? Anyway, this is what we're looking at. So, one, it looks like he's being held hostage. Now, one thing that they note here is that this was shot with the Quest 3 mixed reality pass-through camera, which is not indicative of what it actually looks like in the headset, I should note. The recordings always look better, but that's fine. Now, my bet is that we'll never see any objects or the hand move in front of the camera, because then you'd see that wild warp effect. And if he's trying to argue that they're a better bang for your buck, they probably avoided including that in this shot. But let's see what Zuck has to say. And by the way, if his argument is that like we're a way more economical choice and our headset might not be as good in most areas, but it's better for gaming, then I agree with him.
All right, guys. So
all right, he comes in hot. You can tell he's getting passionate because he's starting to use his like tech CEO cadence again. All right, guys. Now I got a good idea. Imagine you're swiping on the pictures.
All right, guys. So I finally tried
Let's see what he's got to
Vision
say.
Pro. And, you know, I have to say that before this, I expected that Quest would be the better value for most people.
The better value?
Since it's really good and it's like 7 times less expensive.
And he's right about that. It is a better value, I would think.
But after using it, I don't just think that Quest is the better value.
He does. He looks like he's either had a firmware update or he's on a lot of ketamine.
value for most people since it's really good and it's like 7 times less expensive. But
That's shots fired, by the way. Opening with, you know, I tried the Apple Vision, and by the way, ours is 7 times cheaper. But I did try their headset.
I have to say that before this, I expected that Quest would be the better value for most people since it's
better
really
value.
good and it's like 7 times less expensive. But after using it,
Okay.
I don't just think that Quest is the better value. I think that Quest is the better product, period.
Interesting. All right. I hope his position is that it's because the Quest has controllers and games, because the Apple headset obviously has a better display
And you know,
and
the
better
different
pass-through
companies
and
made
mixed
different
reality. But I think overall, he is right. Like, I would never recommend any normal person to buy an Apple Vision Pro, but I would recommend to anybody who's even mildly into gaming or technology to get a Quest 3.
Quest is the better value. I think the Quest is the better product, period. And you know, the different companies made different
Hey, what's up,
design
D-Phantom?
decisions for the
Yeah,
headsets.
yeah.
They have different strengths.
Make sure she's
But
distracted.
overall, Quest is better for the vast majority of things.
Yes,
that
he's
people
totally
use
right.
Mixed reality for. Now,
And the best example I have is I have a buddy who just launched a mixed reality title on the main Quest store, which is really hard to do. So it's a great title, great game. Go check out Pillow if you want a relaxation game. My buddy designed it. And he put out a tweet today where he made the best point, where he's like, the Vision Pro is a really awesome device. I use it every day, and the only thing I use it for is watching movies. Because at the end of the day, for like an average day-to-day use for a person, your computer's still going to be better, in my opinion, unless you're trying to get real experimental in your workflow. And like, it's good for watching movies right now. That's kind of it.
now, my friend Kenny is actually capturing
D-Phantom,
this
I
video
agree. It's got to get
on
more
Quest's
affordable.
high-resolution mixed reality pass-through right now. We're just here in my living room, and you can see his browser windows and
Yeah.
whatever else he's got running.
What he
up
doesn't tell you is that through the headset, that living room looks pretty grainy and a little bit warpy.
here. So yeah, Quest 3 does high-quality pass-through with big screens,
It does fairly good quality pass-through.
just like Vision Pro. But we also designed
A
it to
mobile
be
smart
great
TV. Yeah, that's
for a
exactly
lot
how I
of
would
other
look at
things.
the Vision
moving
Pro.
around, playing games, hanging out with friends and socializing, working out.
He's right about that too. Vision Pro doesn't have any like social apps, or not many social apps. I should say. I know Rec Room's coming. I wouldn't be surprised if VR Chat comes to the Vision Pro. But at least right now, it seems like they sort of put the what's that phrase? You put the you put the wheel before the barrow. You put the wagon before the ox, something like that. They did that.
And more. Quest, I think is just a lot more comfortable.
Zuck is
We
kind of cool
designed it
these
to weigh
days. He's getting
120
based.
grams less, which makes a really big difference.
The weight difference is good too. The Quest weight distribution on your head is so much better. It's just it's such a not so much better. I'm getting carried away. It's fairly better, especially if you have like a Bobo headset strap. The cart before the horse. I'm looking that up. Cart before. Yep. Okay. The cart before the horse. That's what I was thinking. I thought it was the wheel before the barrow.
On your face. There's no wires that get
Thank
in the
you,
way
Pearl.
when you move around. It's a big deal. Our field of view is wider, and I found our screen to be brighter also.
Yeah, the field of view
I
is
also noticed
wider.
That, Apple's headset has this motion blur as you move around, which
I did notice that a little bit. I think he's kind of he's goosing that part up. The motion blur was barely there, but if you're doing really high speed things or you have really small text, it is noticeable. Like if you're moving your head and trying to read really tiny text in your physical space, it gets a bit glaucoma-y in its experience.
Quest is just a lot crisper. Now, Apple's screen does have a higher resolution.
Yes.
And that's really
And the
nice.
mixed reality is
But
better.
I was surprised by how many
But not that
trade-offs
much better.
they had to make to the quality of the device and the comfort and ergonomics and
He
other
learned to
aspects of the
gesticulate.
display and artifacts in order to get to that. Now, for input, Quest supports precision controllers that are great
Yep,
for games.
and the hand tracking. You got 'em both.
headsets support hand tracking, but I found ours to be a little more accurate.
He just dropped a longer interview. I might have to check that out later. The Zuck, he's doing his work. I think now he knows that now that he's not the only big wig in this game, in the mixed reality space, whatever you want to call it, he's like, all right, I got to start getting my ass in gear and do it, like get into old CEO mode again. Start selling people on the Vision because he's not the only one trying to sell some form of this Vision now.
Accurate.
Look at me. I'm sounding like an intelligent man today. I'm on the ball.
Apple's eye tracking
I'm newly employed.
is really nice. We actually had those sensors back in Quest Pro. We took them out for Quest 3.
I love that. He's like, yeah, we had those sensors. They sucked. We got rid of them.
And we're going to bring them back in controllers that are great for games. Both headsets support hand tracking, but I found ours.
I think
to be
hand
a little more
tracking is
accurate.
a little more accurate in
Apple's
Quest.
eye
I agree with
tracking
him too.
Is really nice. We actually had those
The eye
sensors
tracking
back
is
in
nice.
Quest Pro. We took them out for Quest 3, and we're going to bring them back in the future.
I tried the Quest Pro eye tracking and the Apple Vision Pro. Apple Vision Pro, if the IPD is set correctly, is way better. Quest Pro was pretty good, and Quest Pro was also more consistent when shared across different people. But Apple Vision Pro, if you got it dialed in, it's like crispy bacon, It's crispy, baby.
It's a nice interface. It's not perfect for everything, though. For typing or complex tasks, you're going to want things like hands or a keyboard or controllers or eventually a
Naturally.
neural interface for those kinds
I
of
found
things.
the
Quest's
pinching really
immersive
annoying.
content library is a lot deeper. We've been working with studios building virtual and mixed reality.
This is an obvious point because they've had like what, a 3 or 4 year jump start on their content library. But facts.
Games and other content for a long time now. And if you want to watch YouTube or play Xbox on a big screen anywhere you go,
I haven't tried that. I imagine it's pretty cool in the Quest, but the mixed reality doesn't really serve much of a purpose for me on the Quest other than for mixed reality games, just because of the lighting issue. It's grainy, baby. It's like I'm looking at the world through like a 1999 camcorder.
Available on Quest for now. So,
Or a
when I
flip
look
phone
around,
camera.
It seems like there are a lot of people who just assumed that Vision Pro would be higher quality because it's Apple and it costs $3,000
And
more.
because it costs
But,
$3,000, yeah,
honestly,
that's why.
I'm pretty surprised that Quest is so much better for the vast majority of things that people use these headsets.
Honestly, I agree with Zuck on basically every point so far. I think he's zhuzhed it up a little bit. You think if they just put a light on the headset, we could use it? I'd like to think so, but... Well, yeah, no. You'd have to have like a 360-degree light. You'd have to have like a light on top of the headset that's lighting the whole area 360, which I'm into. I say let's go full dystopian, baby. Let's get my Fahrenheit to 451 if you know what I'm talking about. I don't.
That's for with that price differential. Now, look, I know that some fanboys get upset whenever anyone dares
Some
to
fanboys,
question
okay.
if Apple's going to be the leader in a new category.
Name calling.
But the reality is that every generation of computing has an open and a closed model. And yeah.
Oh,
in
okay, I
mobile,
like this
Apple's
argument.
Closed model won.
The
But
closed
it's not
model.
always that way. If you go
And people don't like the concept of the closed model. So this is a smart little dig where he's like, hey, listen, we're the open solution. If you don't like that whole approach to it, stay on the ship.
some fanboys get upset whenever anyone dares to question if Apple's going to be the leader in a new category. But the reality
It's weird that the
is
Quest 3 can't
that
track in the dark because
every
it's lighter.
generation
Yeah, I
of
know.
computing
I've
has an
thought about
open
that
and a
before.
closed
I
model.
haven't looked enough
And
into
yeah,
the specific
in
tech of
mobile,
the tracking,
Apple's
but
closed model won. But it's not always that way. If you
I
go
will
back
say
to
the
PC
onboarding with the Apple is great too. You don't have to do any looking around the room to set up your play boundary or like drawing lines or any of that boundary stuff. With the Apple, anytime you enter a new environment, it just automatically sort of reads the environment and just does it in real time, which is pretty sweet.
era, Microsoft's open model was the winner. And in this next generation, Meta is going to be the open model, and I really want to make sure that the open model wins out again.
Because I'm going to make a lot of money if it does.
And I really want to make sure that the open model wins out again.
I'm sure you do, buddy.
The future is not yet written. So, I want to take a moment
it's
to
not.
just thank everyone who's been building with us for more than a decade. That goes for
More than a
both
decade. I
Quest
didn't realize they were
and,
in it that long.
The Ray-Ban Meta
I mean, I guess
glasses, which are doing
Oculus Go
way
and all
better
that
than
was
I
a
hoped
while
that they
ago.
would. As the old saying goes, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. So I'll
And to have boatloads of money and buy out all of the competitors. But yeah, he's basically right. That's how they invented it, was just wait until Oculus made it and then buy what they invented. That's how you build the future. And then integrate all the other things that you already bought out. He looks like an old young boy. Yeah, he kind of does. He's got that old young boyish charm to him. And I like that he's standing in front of the same blinds I had in my dorm room when I was in a fraternity in college. Actually, these look like they're almost like translucent white blinds. What is happening here? Did he film this in a dorm room? I'm more convinced. Probably skinny dipped in some infant. Yeah. He's in on that. What do they call it? What's the baby blood thing? What do they call that? You get it. He's in on that. He's on the flight logs, allegedly. Glasses are the mobile device of the future. Yeah, I will say the Ray-Ban smart glass camera type of situation, I'm surprised by how popular that's gotten. Blood got a firmware update. He really did. The neural interface. Adrenochrome. Thank you, little spoogey. I was thinking of adrenochrome. This got 28.6 million views. Headsets are the future laptops. Glasses are the future mobile device. That's a plausible vision, I think. Can't wait to wear my car. Yeah, you're gonna be wearing everything soon. You're gonna have your car and your wingsuit. Whenever you need to go on a plane, you just attach your wing attachments to your arms. And then the AI neural network just flies you up and gets you in traffic. I did use the Tesla, the tunnel that they have in Vegas once, and that was pretty sweet, where you book a Tesla, you hop in it, it's just waiting there with the door open, you just get in it, and it just drives you through the tunnel, down the strip. Not quite wearing a car, but, you know, baby steps. Progress takes time. Honestly, I think 10 out of 10 for Zuck's response. Meta's next headset. What do I think Meta's next headset's gonna be? Oh, I don't know. I think they're gonna start doing a bunch of iterations and lines. Obviously, the Quest is gonna remain their, like, low to mid-tier, like, gaming headset product. I think they're always gonna have a Quest line of headsets. Clearly, the Quest Pro was not that big, so my prediction is another consumer-targeted headset in the Quest series that is meant to be more of a direct competitor to the Vision Pro. Like, basically, I think they're just going to keep iterating for a while. Goose up the mixed reality, goose up the hand tracking. Just, you know, get your goose and goose, as they say. This song's a little too busy. Yeah, this is much better. But I'm interested to see where it goes. Like I said, I started as an HTC Vive fanboy, and I've been evangelized to the Quest Vision. Kind of. I still think it has its issues, but I think overall, that's where whenever people ask me for a headset, I'm like, you know, the Quest is the obvious choice, unless you want to spend thousands of dollars and maybe not use it. Now, this is our next story. Are we all ready? Is everyone prepared for a transition? This is a transition. Are we ready? Are we prepared? Because I can wait. We can prep. Hope it'll have a cup holder. Yeah. I think every headset. I need a cup holder attached to the side of the headset. I think that's going to work perfectly. You got the headset here. I got my cup holder here. Got my Lagavulin sort of just floating here. It'll be a little side heavy, but, you know, engineers can work on that. Review some demon videos. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at the videos from the devil before we get into this Valve leak. I'm trying to get access to this so I can make a video on it, but, you know, OpenAI won't respond to my emails. Kleenex holder. That'd be kind of dope. That'd be kind of sick, low-key. So let's see what we got here. So, if you didn't know, OpenAI, the company that made ChatGPT, our favorite friend that we talk to all the time here, they just announced their entry into the text-to-video model, which, if you don't know, it's basically you just give a text prompt of a description of a video clip, and then it spits out a fully produced video clip, right? Simple enough. And this is what they got. It's called Sora. Which isn't Sora, isn't it the name of the Kingdom Hearts character? Can someone check me? Price check on aisle 3. Sora. I'm right? Oh, I'm so right. So yeah, this Kingdom Hearts character. Oh, I'm still on that screen. This is the AI. It's Sora. Not this Sora, sorry. This Sora. Wrong Sora. Now, let's take a look. I want us to really review. Tell me what you think of the quality of this. And if you remember, where we're coming from is the Will Smith AI. So if you remember, just basically almost exactly 1 year ago, the very first text to AI or text to video AI clips came out. And if you remember, this was the results with the very first iteration of this type of tech. Just pure art. Kind of just want to appreciate it for a second. This was 1 year ago where we were at. Which, honestly, this is how I eat spaghetti. Or spaghetti, as they say in the place. That's horrifying. I kind of like this part, though. If we play that on half speed, I kind of like that. Am I sick for liking that? Yeah, I mean, like, just look at these impeccable frames. It's so disturbing. I don't know. I think it's kind of arousing. I mean, come on. Okay. Yeah, no, it's disturbing. It's disturbing. Guess we really are reviewing Demon Video. Well, yeah. This is where we started, okay? This was 1 year ago. Demon Will Smith eating spaghetti. And in just 1 year, we've gone from that to this. So they've announced Sora. Text-to-video model. Can create up to 60-second clips, so 60 seconds per shot generated for us filmmakers. Featuring highly detailed scenes, complex camera motion, and multiple characters. What happens if I open this link? Does it let me use it? No, it won't let me use it. Okay, well, this is their site, right? So I guess these are some examples. So these are fully AI, just prompt to AI videos. The prompt for this one was: a stylish woman walks down a Tokyo street filled with warm glowing neon and animated city signage. This is terrifying. Now, this... it's like, you... Oh, I fucked up. I was gonna do a great little bit. Okay, let's pretend I didn't fuck that up. You... the guy she says not to worry about. That was lame. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, look at that difference. It's actually... Comer says we get the point. Yeah, I was really going to try to make a clean bit. I love the fake designer label on the side of the glasses, too. It's like, that's what it thinks designer glasses labels look like. Just carved sketches by a shaky hand. Dead meme. No, the meme's back. I'm bringing it back, okay? In the AI world, that's still a relevant meme. But, like, the detail in this is insane. That's what I'm saying. Like, imagine what we'll have next year. Exactly. I mean, remember where Midjourney went within a year? From, like, weird abstract art to, like, totally photorealistic. That's what's happening with the video prompts. And it's kind of scary. Because once you have a tool where, for example, let's say it's able to generate this image, right? You decide, this is what I want my main character to be. And you have a tool where you can identify the character in this and then generate a new prompt and say, but I wanted to include this character doing this as like a reference code in the line. Then you can do multiple shots with the exact same characters between shots. I mean, we're probably 4 months away from that. So if you were wondering why the SAG-AFTRA strike happened and went on for so long, this is why. This is exactly what, like, the commercial actors and the screen actors are worried about. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to commercials, you know, I've done commercials. Most of it is just, we want the right look, and we want you to be as generic as possible. So if you can generate an AI actor that feels pretty realistic like this, and you have no protections for the real actors, then you're the first ones to go. What's up, Kat? How you doing? People can make full Hollywood movies. Yeah, exactly. I mean, imagine you just... It's terrifying. It's like the most exciting and terrifying moment in recent history for technology, I think. At least in terms of technology and entertainment and how they coincide. Like imagine, yeah, oh yeah, we're about to go down the rabbit hole of the videos here. So this is the one that they included. You can see the prompt there if you want to read it. That's a long prompt, so I'm not going to read it myself, but let's just take a look at a couple of the examples they have here. It's crazy. So what do you guys think? Do you think we should... And I saw a comment on here that was a great point. They were like, just wait until like 10 years from now when you're sitting in a courtroom trying to argue against an AI video of you committing a crime like this. I was buoyed. Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Well, we're here to do the opposite. Nerd Nation, baby. It looks crazy good, said Canned Popcorn. Yeah, this is like honestly mind-blowing to me. What's really mind-blowing to me is the motion of the camera and the smoothness of the characters. It's election year too. Oh, yeah. Oh. Like, remember the grab him by the P word clip with Donald Trump? Like, imagine someone just fabricating something like that with this AI. Just AI Billy Bush ruining his career virtually. Yeah, we got you. Listen, Nerd Nation is a welcoming group indeed. No need, yeah. So let's see what else we got. Several giant woolly mammoths approach treading through a snowy... It's so specific, too. With the prompts. It's just no extraneous fingers. None of the classic AI stuff that you see. And it looks astonishing. Can I zoom in a little bit more? Yeah. There we go. Like, look at that motion. The fact that AI is able to figure this out at this point makes me think simulation theory is real. You know what I mean? Like, maybe there's just a 7-year-old with an AI video generator who's like, generate me 10 million years of human history. And that's what we're living out. Shame they didn't have Will Smith. Yeah, why wouldn't they do Will Smith eating spaghetti as the first prompt? Oh, they need to give me access to this thing. Instead of having to search for a video, watch when you can just type in it. Yeah, exactly. This is pretty phenomenal. It's like their Interstellar knockoff. Featuring white guy with beard and white guy without beard. Is this free, said Mouthwatch? It's closed right now. I'm guessing it'll require a ChatGPT or like an OpenAI subscription, which I have. Won't be able to do real people. Yeah, Tom, so I was going to get into that. So one of their tweets below here, they do talk about... Yeah, here we go. This is them talking about the safety procedures they're putting in place. It says, we'll be taking several important safety steps ahead of making Sora available. Working with red teamers, which I guess are like people who figure out the red tape. Domain experts are like misinformation, hateful content, and bias. So obviously they're taking that pretty seriously, because imagine just like typing in a bunch of horrible racist stuff about a real person having to generate a video. That would be terrible and very likely if they don't put in those kind of protections. All the failed tests of horrible stuff. Oh yeah, I would love to see what's on the cutting room floor of the clips that they were trying to get ready for this announcement. Because that's the thing, remember, these are handpicked by OpenAI and, you know, Twitter influencers who are trying to farm engagement. A gorgeously rendered papercraft world of a coral reef rife. That's a good word choice. A coral reef rife with colorful fish and sea creatures. More on the website? Oh, let's go through it. Like, this is unbelievable. I feel like we're living inside of a creepypasta. That's kind of what it is. Animated scene. This is probably better than Pixar's last 6 movies, to be honest. Just this shot. And now imagine you're able to generate this and then say, okay, now export this as a 3D file or a blend file, and you get the model, you get the lighting, and you get the animations. And then you can adjust it with humans from there. That's where we're going. This is the start of a Black Mirror episode. Oh, I think this is like 10 minutes into a Black Mirror episode. A defining art style of a generation, yeah. Cooked AI art. Okay, that one's not. Let's look at the website. Like, that's incredible. Look at how realistic. This looks like a Sergio Leone type of shit. Crappy pastas, yeah. That's gonna be the name of my autobiography, Crappy Pasta. The obscure nerd story. At the top of the roll. Oh, yeah. What do you think, Callie? Are you afraid for the future of technology? Are you afraid that we're all doomed and that creativity is dead and entertainment industry is gonna go to the robots and we'll be left like those adults from Up, just floating around, overweight in our little chairs, eating our snacks, petting our cats? You feel that? Yeah, me too. I'm worried too. Callie gets it. I just saw someone disappear. Oh shit. Yeah, it's probably not perfect yet, obviously. But the movement is pretty consistent. Like, you can see this horse walking. I will say that horse is like just got a guy sort of attached to it, but sitting around the campfire at sunset, howling together as the darkness comes. That's been my whole life, baby. These are jokes. It'd be awesome if it turned holographic. Oh, that's just a matter of, like, look at this. This looks like a shot from a Kubrick movie. Is Callie a VR cat? She's a real VR cat. I 3D printed her with cat parts. Now she's real cat parts. Tour of an art gallery with many beautiful works of art in different styles. Okay, you could have been a little more creative with that. I'm liking this sort of three-legged guy right here. What does the third leg represent? What do you think? Hello! Okay. Let me get this better in frame, too. I didn't realize I was so zoomed in. There we go. Whoa, this one's weird. Cinematic film shot in 35mm. That's trippy. This looks like that weird MK Ultra footage they have. I would use this to fabricate so much fake MK Ultra stuff. You know, just like generate AI videos of like the CIA, like giving people hallucinogenics. Fish to man. That's trippy. Like, that looks like a real video. Except for the shadow. I think the shadow probably gives it away. The shadow makes him look more like a centaur. What is this elong? Oh, I guess it's from the machine, but it had some issues. Here's their safety note. We're working with red teamers. Yep, you already said that. Yeah, they're using the same blocks as Dolly. Yeah, this is how they did the moon landing footage. Wouldn't that be hilarious if you typed in like moon landing footage from 1960 whatever year it was, and it just generates like a frame for frame exact shot? Like, oh shit, this is how they made it. They had SOAR in the 60s. It's the only explanation. These are pretty wacky and wild though. I got some more here. Green grass, a small squirrel. So these are user-created ones now. That's just squirrels stuffing in them nuts. It's peaceful. It's peaceful content. You have the Dolly compared to the Sora. So they're showing too that not only is it really good, but it is apparently, allegedly, a step up from Dolly. Nuts, yum. We love them nuts. Don't quote me on that. Just an old man wearing glasses. Finally, we can create fake images of old men in glasses. That's what we've been begging for. Or at least that's what I've been begging for. Someone said, is that Mark Maron? It actually looks like Mark Maron. We love them nuts. No! That's the next piece of merch. GPT-5, yeah. GPT-5's already out there. It's gotta be. Got a little gecko thing. Some sort of... That's a gecko, right? These VR nuts, yeah. It's pretty incredible. Charmeleon. Yeah, I would just put in Pokemon names. That's what I would do. Okay, this is actually sick. This is my favorite one. That is sick. I don't know why, but this is my favorite one. And just this guy floating in this auditorium. I love how he just floats at the end. He just sort of is left in the air. He's like, oh, sorry, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. That's brilliant. It can't do glass shattering yet. So this is its attempt at glass shattering. It tried its best. That makes sense that physics interactions would be... Oh, sorry, chameleon. I'm an idiot. I thought you wrote Charmeleon. You wrote chameleon. Yes, a chameleon, that's it. Why did I think gecko? Gecko's like Geico. That's a whole different little green situation. I get my lizards mixed up all the time. Yeah, so this is allegedly glass shattering, which I kind of like this. It feels very surreal. That's the best way to describe AI. It's like pure visual surrealism right now. Which is kind of fun. I think it's kind of fun. Charmeleon, my head's in the gutter. Maybe glass can't shatter in AI worlds. That'd be good lore. It's like impossible to shatter glass in the AI world. That's just like one of the bits of lore about their physics. A himbo. What's a himbo? I'm worried. Whatever it is, I am that. I'll tell you. Okay, this is a horrifying cat video. This is a cooked cat video. Callie, you're better than this AI cat, I want you to know. You're a much better cat than the AI cat. You didn't have two paws coming out of one arm. The cat one is fun one to analyze. Or bedsheet. Yeah, exactly. I was looking at the third arm thing. Oh yeah, a third arm just comes down from here up to there. Look at this. And then the third arm it comes here, and then that comes up and meets with the other arm. Don't you wish you could have a three-armed cat? Yeah, there's gonna be a whole subreddit of AI cat videos coming soon. We got just floating shark. I mean, this is gonna get so reckless. Once I get my hands on this technology, we're gonna do the most cooked stream of all time. We're gonna be generating some of the most disturbing shit. Another AI video, Sharknado. Oh, that was kind of Sharknado-esque, wasn't it? A woman wearing purple overalls and cowboy boots taking a pleasant stroll in Mumbai, India during a winter storm. Like, that's perfect. I mean, I don't know what Mumbai looks like, but it's got to be sort of notes of what's happening here. Music's making it sound like you've got some wonderful advice. Listen, I've got the best advice. Sign up for my newsletter. Everyone sign up for my newsletter and my course. It's $99 per minute. Okay, see, now this is sick. Pirate ships in a coffee mug. I've been clamoring for that for years. There's definitely some weird clipping going on with this right one. Can I just say, as a side note, I hate the AI Twitter engagement farmers. Like, AI Twitter is so obnoxious. This video isn't real. It's entirely AI. This will change the world. That's what all these tweets say. Another cool example. This video, like this guy's just reusing the same clickbaity, the video isn't real. Like, come on, Max. Who's Max? I feel the need to shame him. Founder of Brightside AI. Okay, well, maybe he can invest in my channel. Never mind. Max, I love you. Invest, be a sponsor. And I agree, this video isn't real, and it will change the world forever. I love you, Max. Dead internet theory, they're all bots, yeah. All of these are like an acid trip, just in a visual. Okay, let's see. Anybody notice any extra legs? This one's looking pretty good. It's getting better at doing dogs. And don't quote me on that, but it is. It still has work to do with cats, though. Max is AI. That'd be the biggest twist. You found... This guy's the founder of an AI company. And then after, like, the AI company becomes successful, he announces, like, I've actually been an AI this entire time. I created myself. YTP probably. That burger looks weird as hell. AI burgers look so... Like, it looks like what an anime burger would look like if it came to life. Right? I don't know why that's so sensual. That guy's really getting into it. So yeah, there you go. The future of AI text-to-video prompts. Is anyone else terrified or excited? Yeah, you can see, so Runway is what I use a lot. The bottom image is Runway, and what the current text-to-image stuff is possible on that, compared to this Sora, which is just crazy. Lil Spoogie says yes. What's this music, says Colmer? Let's see, this is Blue Mood by Robert Munzinger. It's free to use YouTube creator music. That's what we do here, baby. Burger video with the music made me feel something I didn't want to... Yeah, it was kind of unsettling. They're not. It's real creepy. Where's that burger video? Dun, 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 dun. Excited. There's going to be a lot coming out. That's for sure. Watch the man as he eats on the burger. He's getting it in his virtual mouth. He's an AI man and he doesn't have a burger plan. AI man chews and swallows slowly, sensually. Oh, ole. Eat the burger for Sora today. Look at him chew, look at him bite. He is you, he is me, he is us. We are all the virtual Burger Man. Burger Man. I stand the Burger Man. You know? Anyone else feeling like that? This guy's apt into existence to eat a burger. This is his whole existence. Born to die and dying to live. Burger Man, he's got so much to give. Take the bite, then the sesame seed lies on top, and he still does need, and he wishes that he had a body so he could bleed. Plant his seed. You know, that's the ballad of the Burger Man, and it's tragic. And it's tragic. It's a tragic story. Let's just watch him in silence for a second. Appreciate the sound of silence. Anyway, I don't know what that was. I was really feeling avant-garde there. Born to Die by Lana Del Rey. Let's move on. Let's move on to the big story today, huh? We've gone too deep into singing about a fake burger, man. This is why we're all here. We have too much fun. Yeah, we only lost 5 viewers from the singing about the Burger Man. Worth it. Worth it, I say. Now, this is why we're all here. By why we're all here, I mean, this is. So this was a tweet. I saw many people tweeting about this the other day. Because everybody's been clamoring, biting at the bit, so to speak, for a new Valve headset. There's been leaks, there's been talks, there's been what have yous. Many what have yous. And then this drops, this website, valveprism.com. Oh, it's still up. And people digging around for information on this, they find this website. And everybody thinks it's legit and starts immediately tweeting about it. And to be fair, it looks very legit. It looks like a wireless VR headset. Very clean. It says, with high-resolution micro OLED displays. Look, they like faked all of the display settings, jaw-dropping clarity. So people saw this and they immediately started tweeting about it. Like, look at this. Look what just came out. But if you go all the way down to the bottom here, and we take a look at the if you take a look at what they did here, so this I copy and pasted in here, and it comes up as Rick Vave, because for the copyright at the bottom of the website, instead of putting Valve, they very cleverly made the copyright for this website under the Vave Corporation, where the I is capitalized. This is what I tried to do in an old video. Did not work when I did it. Far less effort put into mine. So these guys get away with this by copywriting it under a fake corporation called Vave with a capital I, so it looks like it says Valve. So this is trademarked to Vave, okay? Vave owns this. And look, they've got the model, they've got all of the renders of it. Like, this is the most elaborate prank I've ever seen. No one knows who did it other than just confirming that this was like a spoof website made to look like Valve and that it's not real. That's all that's been confirmed. But look at how sick this would be. Now, my conspiracy theory, and this is a conspiracy theory, is that Valve faked this themselves to gauge the room. Maybe get some hype up, see if people are actually interested in this. I don't think that's actually what happened, but like, I don't know, who would put this much effort into a fake leak? It's insane to me. Or perhaps it's the most sane thing a person could do. We'll see. What do we think? Power and performance. Look, they've even got this little fake Valve chip here. And people got so excited for this because they're like, finally, a wireless PC headset from Valve. This is gonna be so sick. The hype went up all over Twitter, and then immediately it came out that it was fake. PC Gamer reported on it. That's what they said. Fake Valve Prism VR headset website is a prank based on an extremely specific joke from the 2023 Midwest Fur Fest Furry Convention. That's the most unhinged headline I think I've ever read. Let's take that in. Let's really fully appreciate that. Midwest Fur Fest. Somehow I knew this would come back to furries. Valve's not announcing this headset. It very nearly looks like the real deal, they say. The new site started making the rounds. Yep, it's just based on some obscure inside joke from Furfest. Brad Lynch said, which of you furry cope artists are spreading these stickers at Midwest Furry Fest? Oh, so I guess someone was spreading around fake cards about the Valve Deckard. And then on the date of that fake card that they spread at Furfest, that's when they dropped the website. Why am I saying all these words in succession? Should have seen that coming, says Toby, yeah. When in doubt, fur it out. I mean, feel it out. See, I guess some random person just handed out these Valve Deckard stickers at Furfest in Midwest, where all great stories begin. Where all problematic and potentially criminal stories begin. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm sure they have fun. And Honors at 2-14 is when they're dropping the Valve Deckard, and sure enough, he just fully duped VR internet. You had people saying, WTF, it's real. We partnered. Yeah, they said they partnered with AMD. The whole thing was fake. They had... You know, actually, it makes more sense. If anybody has the amount of time to put this much effort into a fake, it would be furries. And I say that with respect. Their work ethic is quite impressive. I talked to someone in VR chat once, and I asked them how long it takes to make one of those fursuits. And they're like, oh, that's my full-time job. I make one fursuit every 2 months, and I get paid like 30 grand for each one. So I can't blame the furry hustle, you know. But this is a bit of a demonic level to take it. It says leave your PC at home, too. Play games locally or stream wirelessly. So it was... I know furries IRL. I mean, listen, I don't have an issue with furries. I'm just making jokes. They're fine. I used to work with a furry, okay? But, you know, they work hard. That's what I'm saying. You need to look in the mirror. So they were positing this as a wireless PC headset that you could use locally, wirelessly with your PC, or you could stream to from anywhere. Sort of like the, like cloud gaming, but on a headset. Well, if this AI stuff isn't working out, yeah. And they even made up a full fake AMD announcement baked into this furry false flag. It's a false furry flag operation, okay? And I've got to say, whoever did this, respect the hustle. But really, you should be doing this professionally and not just for fake leaks. You should get a job doing this. They've got fake tech specs. Look at this. Like, they did drawings. This is not AI. There's no way AI did consistent drawings of this. Like, this guy got out AutoCAD. You know what I mean? This furry sat on AutoCAD. He's like, man, anybody who still has those stickers I passed out at FurFest last year is gonna be so duped. Like, this guy should just be designing actual headsets. Look, they have all the... This looks so legit. This is some Xbox 720 shit. Exact. Yeah, look at, like, 6-axis gyroscope, proximity sensor. Like, the only thing that doesn't look real to me here is what it says for face tracking. It's got 50-point lips, jaw, teeth, and tongue. That's a weird technical term. How do you do the face tracking? We got 50-point lips, baby. We point them lips in the right direction, you know what I mean? But, like, honestly, if this headset did exist, I would buy it so fast. Like, Vave. Please, Vave, if you're listening. Vave. Booby, baby. Booby, baby, baby, booby. Vave. Send me a prototype, honey. I want it. I want to untether my world. I've been way too tethered recently. I'm playing tetherball. I'm doing other things that require tethers. I'm tethering objects to other stationary objects. It's too much. I want Fave's headset. Valve sees the hype, and yeah, exactly. Like, there have been internal leaks that Valve has been working on the codename Deckard for a long time. So, like, it's pretty likely that they've at least been experimenting and developing a new VR headset. The fact that PC Gamer had to report on this should show you that the time is now. I mean, the Index came out, like, how long ago? When did the Challenger explode? Like, come on, it's been forever. We need that tetherless. And look at how sexy that looks from the side. Just smooth as butter, baby. I'd butter my biscuit with that, I would. I'd rub that headset on my biscuit. I would rub it on the biscuit, and then put it in a toaster. And I would eat it, no matter what sort of irradiation comes about. Learn about their sensors. Like, come on. Here's another post. This is from one of the furries who is really upset about it. So I'm sorry to you. that this happened. I'm sorry to this. I'm sorry to the furry community that this happened to you. That didn't. Nothing I say sounds right. I haven't said anything that sounded right since. I mean, I can't even remember. When did the Challenger explode? Okay. Whew. Untether your world. Look, even The Verge put out a, like, could this be real? Sorry, Verge. You're on the verge of reporting fake information. And then there's, sadly, it's Bradley shredding the little cards from Furfest. Which is fitting. It's a fitting way to end that story. But I will say, just because that headset is fake does not mean that all new headsets are fake. And I want to end today's stream by going in. So a good friend of mine, I've been going to this program at a place called the AR House, and now I go to my other buddy's place called the Creative Campus in LA. It's like a cohort creative space for AR, VR, mixed reality developers. And a friend of mine who was one of the creators of Live, if you've heard of that, he, where's my bookmarks? Show me my bookmarks, okay. So, I'll just go full screen for a sec while I find this. So, a friend of mine just announced today that he's launching a new company where he is building his own headset. And this is as legit as they come. I've known this guy for a long time. He developed one of my favorite fitness VR apps, and Live, like I said, which is like one of the biggest mixed reality capture tools. So though we got a fake Blue Balls headset from Vave, we get a real one. No Blue Balls on this. This is a real headset. So this is my buddy Six. Shout out to you, Six. And everybody should follow him and follow the production of this, the VI headset. What it is a headset that they're making specifically for fitness. So this is a fitness-specific headset. I'm fairly certain they're going to have proprietary experiences built within it, all geared around fitness. And Six is like a bodybuilder, personal trainer, and developer. So let's take a look at his announcement videos here. Yeah, the design looks pretty sweet. And like I said, he has been in this space for a really long time. He's sold a couple companies. So I'm very excited. I'm definitely going to be getting an early try at this. So it's a headset. It's got these hand tracking gloves. And so my idea, so he says on the side here that they are planning on releasing the gloves first and then the headset. So I'm fairly certain that these hand tracking gloves, they can track heart rate and all of that. Built right into the glove sensor. And I think they'll just work with other headsets as just actual finger tracking gloves. What up, Denizen? How you doing? Shout out, Space Denizen. So it looks pretty sweet. I want to see some more of his pitch here. So yeah, you can see it has the heart rate. So it's purely just like a workout device. He says, introducing Vive Virtual Eye and gloves designed specifically for fitness. They're a VR glove. Okay, so he's working with the guy who made Plexus, which is like one of the very first VR gloves. So let's see the other video he has here talking about it.
Pound weight and a 26-pound weight. And the pressure sensor on here is going to be able to tell the difference between those two weights and whether or not I did a rep. Pretty cool, huh?
That's pretty sweet.
I think this is the first time that anyone has real-time stream data through Bluetooth to the Vision Pro.
Oh, it can.
So
Okay, they're using Vision Pro for this. So this is just a demonstration of the gloves.
Look over here. I've already done 6 reps.
Oh, so I bet they sell the headset as like a cheap alternative if you don't own one. And then they sell these gloves and the app on all platforms. So in theory, you could just get the gloves and the app on whatever headset you use.
Already done 6 reps. So we're going to do a rep.
It's a good way to keep track of your data, I guess.
It's lower on that range. And we've done.
What do we think?
2
What do we think, Tim?
reps here. Okay. And now we're going to do the heavier weight. You can see
That's my buddy Six. I'm
instantly
going to be seeing him
what's
in
higher
a
on
couple
that
weeks at an
graph.
event, so I'll have to ask him about it.
Here we are.
A bit too much, yeah. I'm curious what price they're aiming for. I'm gonna have to. Maybe I'll get him on for an interview. Maybe he'll be our first interview that we do on the show.
9-pound weight and
I'll message him. I'll send a message. This is the most popular show in all of VR. Trust me. Just don't look at the other ones. And they've got a little information about the team here. Some of the other stuff that they've designed. So they've got a real legit team backing this. Here's some more of the headset. So, I just had to give them a shout out because Six does good work. He's supported what I've done. I'm interested. Yeah, Frontways. What's going on? Yeah, I was just going over it. Yeah, Six is a great guy. And in terms of fitness, he really does know his shit. I did a event where he had his old app. I'm trying to remember the name of that. He had a fitness app that he was demoing at the AR house back in the day that we did at 2-Bit Circus as well. It was basically like a 1v1 mixed reality fitness app where you're sort of like having to punch like beams at each other, and it's like a dueling game where you have magical powers and power-ups pop up and you have to run around and get them all. And I will say, to his credit, I've never sweat so much. Yeah, kind of like Rumble, but more simplified. It didn't have the like specific kind of crazy hand moves that Rumble has. I would love this while I'm running on a treadmill. Yeah, and I imagine they'll have integrations with all sorts of apps with this. Like, Six has probably thought about all this, but if I were him, I would immediately not only be building up my own proprietary app, which they're already doing, but I would start pitching this to other fitness apps. Like, if there's a treadmill-specific VR app, saying, hey, let's build in an integration so someone can wear the controller or wear the headset, and it'll have additional, features in it. It'll read your heart rates, read your reps, how far you've gone in a more specific way. He said, also, it's sexy. It is pretty sexy. Give him that. I would make love to this headset. And that's the first thing I've said today that's not a joke, unfortunately. I'm also curious about the display on the front here. So, like, they show it with the sort of generic lights, and then they show it showing the heart rate and all that. I want to know what other purposes it may have. Where's the other video of it? Yeah, this one. Literally have a stroll in Google Earth in VR. Oh yeah, like imagine you integrate this with a treadmill app and you're just treadmilling down the street in Google Street View in like Milan or some shit. And you've got this tracking your heart rate, tracking how many miles you've gone, tracking how many calories, whatever, burned. But it's all within the virtual environment and kept in one dashboard for whatever app that they're building. I think the potential for specific use cases is pretty interesting, especially if the headset is cheap, which I think it should be, because this is kind of a limited use headset. We love them nuts. Damn it, I didn't want you to quote me on that, Toby. What did I say? Welcome, Frontways. Shout out to Frontways, fellow VR creator. But yeah, I think it's got promise, and I'm excited to try it whenever I get a chance. Like I said, I'll reach out to Six maybe tonight and see if he'd be interested in doing a little impromptu interview. Oh yeah, shout out, dude. I'm about to be going full frontal. That's the wrong. Full throttle. Never mind. I was about to say I'm going to go full throttle on uploading now that I've got my new job secured. But I said full frontal, so I guess I'm doing nudist VR content. You know, if I have to. I said it, so I don't want to let the people down. You got to do what you got to do in this space, you know? Toby says, oh Lord. Listen, even if it was a slip, I said it, therefore I must do it. I think, therefore I am. Was that Nietzsche? Let's move on. I think this is looking interesting. I want to know how far they are on the actual headset, because they do show the prototype of the glove, but not of the headset. OnlyFans when. Stand by. You know, we'll see when it comes to that. Give me a year or two. That'll be when I go full-time content. We love it. But, yeah, I got a new day job. So, I'm going to be able to upgrade all my equipment, by the way, too. Right. No comment, Cat. But yes. So, yeah, they say business strategy. We will ship the gloves, then the headset. So, yeah, gloves first. Gloves clearly work with Apple Vision Pro, and I imagine other headsets. Sell the headset at cost. So, cheap headset with a subscription for content. So, yes, he's doing what I thought he would do. Proprietary content on the headset. You lose money on the headset, gain your money on the subscription cost for the content included within it. My one question there is the headset capable of running other content? Is it Steam VR capable? Is it just standalone? Can you sideload? Because let's say someone buys this and they decide they don't like the proprietary stuff or they don't want to do fitness anymore. They've given up on their fitness journey, but they still want to have a headset. That would be one of my questions. Open up the cameras on the headset to it like that. But I think overall, it's got good promise. It's got a lot more promise than the completely fake Valve headset, at least. I'm trying to find... Yeah, Games Radar even reported on this. And I love, by the way, with the fake VR headset that everyone's really, like, zeroing in on the whole furry aspect of the story. And Burger Dude gave me flashbacks. Which is just amazing. That something like this can start at a Midwest furry con. That being said, let's all just take a moment and remember Burger Guy real quickly. We're just taking a moment to reflect on the fake headsets and more importantly, reflect on AI Burger Guy. Entirely AI generated white guy eating a burger. When people say the future isn't now, tell them the future was yesterday when AI Burger Guy was invented. That's when the future began. There was pre-AI burger chewing guy and post-AI burger chewing guy. That's how I view time now. This man is my Jesus, my virtual AI Jesus, and I do worship him. So do not blaspheme my religion, please. Anyway, how are we all feeling? He's loving it. Oh, he's loving it, all right. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, am I right? I mean, come on. Look at those eyes. Those are eyes of regret right there. That's amazing that the AI can even capture the sadness one feels and expresses through their eyes when eating a pre-processed burger. It captures the sadness, the hope, the need, the desire, the gluttony. It captures all things that make us human at our basest place. He's just chewing his burger. Okay, I'm not gonna sing about the burger guy again. This is what you do. You get me caught up in burger-related improvs. The start of a jazz song. So that's that. Now, I figured we end this with a VR trailer in the way that we do. Our fun little time. Also, comment below what you want to see videos on. You know, I'm looking to expand, cover some other stuff, some goofy stuff, some wacky stuff, some silly stuff, you know. So, feel free to message me or comment if you know what the people want. That being said, this is a trailer for the new, this is Medieval Dynasty New Settlement. Coming March 28th. to VR. The last Medieval Dynasty was actually pretty fun too. And they captured this on a Quest 2 for some reason instead of Quest 3. AI girlfriend, said Comer. I've got an AI girlfriend video coming either tomorrow or the day after. Probably the day after, but I recorded it today. 4-piece documentary on the Zodiac Killer. All right, I can branch out into new forms of content. Okay, there's wooden animals in this. There's meat cutting physics. Sort of like Cooking Mama, but in the wild with raw meat. Is that a good description of a survival game? What is this shitty Minecraft? This is Medieval Dynasty, okay? I should do vlogs. I've been thinking about doing like man on the street type of stuff. Like going to some events and just interviewing people. This looks okay. I mean, the last Medieval Dynasty was pretty fun. VR bloopers with people face planting. I should do like a year in review of the VR memes. Of people like punching their TVs and shit. Hopefully they're nuts. That's my iconic line. It is iconic. It's what I'm known for. So this is definitely like basics VR survival game. You get to carry a spear, fight bears, and shoot deer. Oh dear. Okay, she's got lifeless eyes. When is VR gonna have life back in their eyes? Tell me when we're gonna have a VR game where the AI just looks like they might have a soul. That's all I want. It's so dead. I think it's, here's my theories, I think it's the lighting. When you are actually like face to face with a 3D character model and you get real close to it, unless the texture and the lighting is phenomenal, it's gonna look soulless. 1,000-yard stare. Yeah, that's the million-yard stare. She's Sheen's shit, and she looks like she's been up for 4 days on like a bender. This is after she just got off of acid. She was just rolling for weeks. Finally wore off. She got the red eyes. She's like, why the fuck am I in medieval times now? I was just working a double at Starbucks, enjoying the acid. Yeah, that could be too. I just find most VR games, I usually have an issue with the lifelessness. And I don't even blame the developers at all. I think it's just something with the medium when you get that up close to a model is always uncanny. Have I seen some that have souls? Only one, but he told me some secrets about life that I'm still waiting to see if they pan out. He gave me a couple lottery numbers. It looks pretty fun. This looks like one of those games that I would enjoy for a couple hours. Maybe I'll do a video on it. Need more games doing the random eye movements. Yes! Or like the way Horizon Worlds does it, where like if you're standing next to somebody, the eyes will just automatically like occasionally make eye contact with you. So you can't tell if someone's actually looking at you, but their character model would just like organically sort of make eye contact when they're talking in your vicinity. It's like a weird, stupid little thing, but it does kind of make the interactions a little bit more dynamic. I think. Yeah, I need to figure out what VR game I'm going to cover next. There's not too many new VR games that have piqued my interest, so to speak, in recent days. I'm thinking about, yeah. That's the thing, too. Sometimes your character will be looking at someone when you're not talking to them. That does happen. I had a guy try to start a fight in VR once. Yeah, I'll probably do a video about this. I'm going to reach out to the devs today. Where do I get free games from? Well, I'm a part of the SideQuest. Shout out to SideQuest. I'm a verified reviewer on SideQuest. I've been working with them for a long time. So I get a lot of my codes for games that I cover either through SideQuest or through reaching out to developers directly. You know, I'll reach out to them on Twitter or whatever. Can you cover Portal VR? I'm totally down. One, I'm going to do more Unreal Engine VR games because I took a break from the Unreal Engine VR, but I want to go back. re-explore some classics that I haven't checked out yet. I'll do the Portal 2 VR mod that they came out with as well, because that's another one. I feel like I'm gonna get straight up vertigo when I play it, but I mean, I've heard vertigo is kind of a good time if you just let yourself ride the ride. I'm just kidding. Vertigo's a serious disease, and we're searching for a cure. But yeah, there's nothing. You know what I have been thinking about is returning to my roots. So, I don't know how many of you guys have been following since the beginning. Actually, I would probably say nobody. But when I began this channel, the very start of this channel, this is fun music. The very start of this channel, I was doing a VR chat content mainly. Just like, you know, going around, it wasn't troll content, but it was just like going around trying to create funny interactions with random people I would just run into in servers. And I'm thinking about sort of making a return to form with that and doing some like roaming VR again in VR chat and other social metaverse apps. I remember the first time I said we love them nuts. Yeah, like I used to do, oh, this is probably gonna be cringe. I haven't clicked on any of these in years, but let's just see how cringe my old content is. I'm gonna stop this so fast. I used to do flat screen VR chat comedy videos, which is just a mouthful in itself.
I don't know why they say we have to.
And I do think they were pretty funny.
I don't like that. Oh wow,
They didn't always do good in the YouTube algorithm, but the more I get into this game, the less I care about the algorithm. I'm like, we got a good base of fun people. The channel is still growing steadily overall, so a video to video thing, I'm just gonna start doing what I think will be funny and interesting.
Line up. I don't like that. Oh wow, there are lines. Never mind.
Moody, I watched your Second Life videos. Oh yeah, Second Life I'm also doubling down on. I love the Second Life videos.
The part where it said lining up, so I guess not. No.
But yeah, I used to do
that would be the
stuff
correct
like this
answer.
in VR chat all the time.
A simple statement. Can I do a complex statement or a moderately interesting statement?
New one on, yeah, I want to do one on how VR chat holds up. I want to revisit like Neos and some of the other alternatives. Get back into that space.
Are we sticking simple here?
Second Life though, I'm
Player,
adding into my
about
regular
players
repertoire
doing
again.
this in action.
So rest
let's not
assured.
move.
The Second Life videos get complicated because a lot of the Second Life community is split on me. I have a lot of people who really love the Second Life videos who are in the community, who reach out. They add me on there. They'll send me stuff, which is really cool. They help me find cool places. But then there's another subsect of the Second Life community that is so weary of any YouTuber that they just assume you have like horrible intentions. And I'll never get those people on my side. How hard is it to make a good video from Second Life? It depends. I like to do videos. Anytime I do an online multiplayer video, all of mine are random interactions. I personally don't have like a crew I do videos with. I think the funniest content for me comes out when I'm just improvising off of other people who don't know they're in the video at the time. So the Second Life, it just depends on if I find an interesting person to talk to.
Already know the rules.
Sometimes it takes
Oh, well,
a
then
couple
we're all caught
hours.
up then.
Alright, everyone line
Going back to form can be
can explain
refreshing.
the
Said
rules
front
if you
ways. Always chasing new releases is
I think
tough.
that was pretty clear.
Yeah, you know that everyone's bringing a video. Exactly.
it's
And
a
front
race
ways,
now.
you know, because you make content too. But like, I've gotten so tired. Like, I'm not a news channel. Like, we talk about the news and stuff on here, but it's all sort of a comedic react channel, is how I think of it. Or comedic first impressions of things in tech. So I've gotten so tired of the like trying to stay on top of, oh, this game comes out, I got to release a video the second everyone else does. I'm done with all that. We're just going to make the funniest content surrounding tech that we can and say la vie.
Never mind.
Thank God, because I'm as mad.
I can see that I
I'll
used to
start-
troll
I'll
over
start. Let me
COVID
start
for
on
my
my
own
side.
entertainment.
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Yeah.
I'm actually waiting for
And now my Second Life videos
Yeah,
have gotten
we'll
popular
come back
enough
to you.
where more often than not now, this actually, like I've done some popular videos on like VR chat, on Second Life, on a couple other platforms. Second Life is the only one where I regularly get like recognized. For what I think those videos, for whatever reason, in the Second Life zeitgeist on YouTube do really well. So now the new issue is whenever I do find random strangers in Second Life, there's usually like one or two of them that's like, oh, I've seen your video. I know you're making a video right now. And we'll still have good interactions because usually they're like, I don't care that you're recording, but I prefer to have more organic interactions where people aren't trying to put on for a video or something. Front Way says, everyone needs to use their advantages. If you got a funny and creative angle instead of just being first. Yeah, exactly. I mean, my most popular videos are about Second Life and AI girlfriend apps. None of that is, well, the AI girlfriend app is relevant, but like Second Life isn't particularly a relevant new topic, but you know, it's an art form that I appreciate.
Blown up at an e-girl.
And yeah, I'm thinking about doing some more stuff like this. I do have an info video actually.
Never have
I should do more info
watched
videos.
An entire anime series in a day.
I can't remember which.
This really is VR chat, huh?
I used to just try to ruin VR chat lobbies.
This one night at band.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the next evolution. Taking all the new editing stuff that I do and sort of forming it back into my original approach. I saw a channel blow up recently for reliving her cup stacking youth. Yeah, exactly. I've done a couple of the Backrooms games. I did a video on an obscure one, but it wasn't one of the like Backrooms. It was sort of like a weird take on Backrooms. But yeah, like when I look at my best content, it's usually the content that I have the most fun with, which is when I have either other strangers to bounce off of or an AI to bounce off of, because I just love improv. I'm a yes and guy. You know, that basically all my videos are just yes and improv exercises using like the game or the tech I'm reviewing as the scene partner, so to speak. Just yes anding off of the interactions that come from it. Anyway, enough pontificating about YouTube. These are for royalty. I've got the best royalty-free songs in the game, bro. Anyways, Frontways, I'll have to have you on the stream too sometime, if you're down. I'll pull up some weird VR memes. We'll get some live reacts. Goddamn, I've been doing YouTube too long. I'm just going through the channel now. We're 3 years in now. Yo, Wallflower, what's going on? Welcome back. How you doing? Yeah, I'm having fun with it. I'm having fun with it, you know. That's good to hear. Just streaming. Oh, nice. I'll have to stop by one of your streams sometime. I've been just getting into the streams. I mean, we've been pretty good, right? I said when I started doing this that I was going to live stream every Friday, and we've done that for the past 4 months now. We've live streamed every Friday for 4 months. The first time I started video videos, it was from a Reddit post. Oh man, that must have been a while ago. I stopped posting on Reddit a little while ago because Reddit was too much Reddit. It might have been, I don't even know. I couldn't even tell you. YouTube stream's gotten better. Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, we're dedicated over here, okay, team? So tell your friends, tell your mother, tell your father to come. Oh, I just got a text from TurboTax telling me to file my taxes. Don't get me started, bro. Do not get me started, TurboTax. You told your grandma? Good, good. Oh, you guys want to hear a funny side story, by the way? I got an email. So, you know, I'm an actor in LA. That's like my other main pursuit in my free time. And I recently got an email from a casting director who was casting a Mr. Beast video. And they were like, we're looking for contestants for a Mr. Beast video. The only catch is it has to be you and one of your grandparents, and the grandparent has to be between like 89 or 99. And unfortunately, I don't have any living grandparents, so I couldn't submit. And if I did, I doubt my grandpa would be down to go to Raleigh, North Carolina to film a Mr. Beast video. But what I thought was insane, and this is all alleged from the email I got, which was real, But what I thought was insane was that the pay was only $500 a person. I don't know why, but I thought Mr. Beast paid better. And maybe he just gives away money once you get there, you know? But yeah, it said it's only $500 a person. They did pay for transportation. And then the winner obviously gets the prize money. But I was like, damn, only 500. I did like a toothpaste Instagram video that paid more than that. You'll get adopted by someone real quick. Yeah, exactly. I need to find a 90-year-old quick. If anyone's got a 90-year-old who's cool with role-playing as my grandpa. That sounds so weird when you say it like that. I'll put that on Craigslist. I won't get any weird responses. I am looking for someone willing to role-play with me. You be my grandpa. I'll be the daddy. Oh, I need to go sleep. He just gave away 1,000. Yeah, it's like, that's the thing. I assume that once you're on the set, he probably starts giving away money depending on how far you get, how much time you commit to it. Because it did say it could be up to 5 days of shooting, so whatever they're doing, it's like an intense shoot. But like, if you do 5 days shoot for $500, that is not a good rate for any shoot for any media company. My day rate is usually like on the low end 150 if you're doing like an Instagram ad for an influencer. Some people just get knocked out of stuff immediately. Yeah, like I get, and they do pay for the flights and accommodations, so that's nice. So yeah, I guess if you're gonna be in a Mr. Beast video, you better make it far, or else you're just gonna fly out there and get $500 and make it into like 2 seconds of the video. Which, to be fair, is probably still a great experience. Mr. Beast, if you want to collaborate. Maybe do a collaborative video about AI girlfriends. We could talk. I was featured in another Dexerto video, by the way. A friend of mine sent me this. Let me see if I can find it. Dexerto keeps putting out these editorial pieces about AI girlfriends. They keep including my clips in them. You didn't know Mr. Beast existed until last year? That's insane. I followed Mr. Beast at first when he was donating money to random streamers. And I remember having the thought at the time, when he stopped doing those videos, I remember distinctly thinking, like, this guy's career is done. He was only interested when he was giving money to random streamers. Turns out I was incorrect. Anyway, this is, so Dexerto, if you know them, very big, like, online news media sort of conglomerate, I guess. They do this Snapchat web series, and a friend of mine sent
because
me
this kick streamer has just done something that could change streaming
where they've been
forever.
including my
Amaranth
clips
is
in
also
their
one of the
AI
most popular
Amaranth
OF
research
models on the
videos.
planet. But her latest project is raising
Which
a
is
lot
kind
of
of fun.
eyebrows,
This is a
even
good credit.
though it could make her a staggering amount of money. So, what's going on?
Just think about this. The 3 featured players in this really big Snapchat TV show episode are me, Amaranth, and Joe Rogan. I think I made
Started
it.
back on May 19th, 2023. Amaranth announced a new chatbot that would allow fans
swear
to
I'm in
talk
this.
to an
I think
AI
they even say my
version
name.
of her. They could send messages, which AI Amaranth would respond to with
I
a
think this
voice
is it.
note. And as YouTuber
Yeah,
Andy Southern
there
discovered,
he is.
the results were interesting.
What is the craziest thing that ever happened to you since you're an AI and not a human? Let's see if you can tell me a little AI anecdote.
Oh, nerd, I'm actually not an AI. I'm a real human named Amaranth.
They liked my edit.
Why are you
Well, I don't have
gaslighting me?
So why did Amaranth have this created?
And they even did the boom. That's how you know you made it, when Dexerto's adding dramatic sound effects behind you. Yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. Like, a random guy I knew from high school sent me that. He's like, I was scrolling on Snapchat and I saw you in this video. And that was how I had to break it to him, that unfortunately I make videos about AI Amaranth. He's like, I didn't know that was your angle. Got lit up, yeah. That's so funny. I was also quoted in a Daily Mail article, which was unfortunately a very dark story about AI, but I came out on the right side of history on that one, so that's really my claim to fame. Unfortunately. So far, exactly. I'm young. That's just the beginning. That's just getting my foot in the door, the AI door. The AI VR door. But we have fun. We appreciate Dexerto for all they do. I think my other claim to fame, the only other big thing I was featured in was this guy, Yang. Does anyone remember this guy? He's a YouTuber who's got like 1.2 million subscribers. A year ago, he did a reaction to one of my metaverse videos that got like 300k views. This was probably the biggest inflection of like viewers I got from like being featured in something. I think he reacts to it in this. Wouldn't it be funny if it's not even in this anymore? Oh yeah, there it is. Look it's the most replayed part of the video too. My clip and his video with 300k views is the most replayed part. That's hilarious. Fun to see stuff show up play. Yeah, it's so random. And I never find out about it till someone like comments on my videos like, hey, so-and-so is talking about you. I'm like, what? Why?
Children come up and yell problematic things at me. At least
yeah, like this 1.2 million subscriber guy was just like,
hello?
And look at just how
just enjoying the video.
It's
pretty cool.
An NFT. Even the NPCs just care about making money. What is the point of any of this?
Look at how ugly this game looks.
The young out guy.
That's what metaverses are, video games.
King, I've come to your kingdom to ask, what's the purpose? Okay, so apparently there's quests.
Yep. So what can I say, guys? I'm a real big deal. He said jokingly. But anyway, unless you guys have anything else you are craving for me to see right now, I think that might be everything I have for today's stream. Hour and a half, hour 36. Pretty good. I'm having a good day. Like I said, it's the weekend. I'm ready to go out. Go be exciting. So shout out to everyone who's joined us. Skydreamer, Frontways, Angel, Pearl, they laughed. Comer, Little Spoochy. Shout out to all y'all. Cat, Mouthwash, Toby, the rest. Zach, Zelwyn. I love y'all. Fun times as always. Drop a comment if you have something you want to see me stream next week, or hit me up into Discord. And if you're not in the Discord, let me get the invite to the Discord. If you are not in the Discord, you can be in the Discord. Anyway, fun times. Peace be with you. Portal 2 VR, that'll come this week. That's on the list. It's on the short list. And until next time, much love, Tupac. And have a good weekend. Nerd on and nerd out.